Hi, I'm M.O.D.O.K, and welcome back to Let's Play Marvel Ultimate Alliance for the Marvel Entertainment 10-year anniversary. I used the costume unlock code. I'm actually going to tell you what it is now. All costumes is, this is only for the PC version. Up, down, left, right, up, down. Enter at this menu, and you unlock all the costumes. But we're going to be using actually using the Fantastic Four this time. I just want to show you the different costumes for the Fantastic Four before we get into things. And I want to show them all together, obviously. Alright, that's them in their original costumes. This is basically nothing, because 2 are new Marvel and 2 are modern. It's a whole thing. And then the good old classic. Which is not the classic Fantastic Four, not the classic Thing costume, but whatever. And there's the classic team. But we will be using the Ultimate costumes. I love how Ben hates his suit, whatever it is. He just hates being the Thing. He's still not used to it. Anyway.
To the defeat of Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom's right over there. Okay. Rude. Yeah, right actually, the reason I, even though I don't really need to explain myself, the reason I use the cheat is because certain characters, Hulk, Spider-Woman, their costumes weren't existing. What in the world is going on here? Why are all these creatures listed as volunteer? Steer a step away from the neural inhibitor.
So, the reports were right.
Okay, we've seen all this. I guess we'll fight Mysterio again and get some extra XP.
Guess this just wasn't your day.
Yeah, I'm 100% in the wrong place now.
Let's get this started.
Hey, mass level up. Okay, guess I have to fight the Hulk again? I don't know why this is happening, but whatever. Anyway, let's get back to the main mission.
No problem.
Let's fight M.O.D.O.K. Guess we can give the Fantastic Four that much. Even though I have very little respect for the Fantastic Four. Ooh, sketchbook.
Why not?
Like, I like the Thing, I like Human Torch, Invisible Woman's not bad, but I fucking hate Reed Richards so much. And my favorite Marvel character before I rediscovered my love of Ghost Rider was Doctor Doom, so... Here we go, don't go through that way. Ah! Slide her up. Hey, we're in.
Target in range.
You lose, Cupcake.
Shame there's no Ant-Man in this game, but he would not, his powers would not fucking make sense in a game like this.
Stop falling down.
This is just the Reed from the Fantastic Four game. The windmill!
The turkey's done.
See what the invisible woman can do. Okay, she's invisible. That's a good start.
Situation's bad. Who's hot?
Haha.
Boy, am I glad to see you guys. I've been trying to unlock the door to the bridge, but a helicopter keeps strafing the deck. Can you give me a hand?
Sure, we'll use the anti-aircraft gun to take out anything that threatens you.
Sounds like a plan. All I ask is that you take the helicopter out quick. I don't think I'm gonna last long out in the open.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Score another one for me.
Move out.
Oh, I don't have to actually turret section this. Nice.
Got it. The door to the bridge is open. Thanks for the assist. I would have been Swiss cheese if you hadn't taken that helicopter out.
Why don't you stay here? We'll check out the bridge. There's no telling what traps they might have waiting in there.
You'll get no argument from me. I've had enough excitement for one day.
Let's move out.
Okay. What now?
They're advancing. Okay, by me. What's the matter? Couldn't take the heat?
M.O.D.O.K. Mental organize and organize and design only for killing. What's this? We're frozen in place.
Be due to the entropy device I've developed. You will remain immobile for as long as I hold this button.
M.O.D.O.K set us free. If the Omega base slams into the dam, thousands of innocent lives will be lost.
Your pleas amuse me. I tell you, let's have a contest. But instead of brawn, how about a test of brain?
We don't have time for this insanity.
I'm afraid you have no other options. Now, to keep things interesting, you'll receive an electrical shock for every incorrect answer you give.
Great.
Let's begin, shall we? What force holds you to the earth? Oh, that was a lucky guess.
Move fast before it can immobilize us.
Who is Loki, the true son of?
Laufrey.
No! How would you have known that?
Move closer to him.
In which type of matter are atoms most tightly packed? Somehow you're cheating.
We've answered the questions correctly. We're free.
You tricked me somehow. Guard, attack!
Still got the energy for that.
I don't got the power for that.
The turkey's done. Got it.
Did you do that?
With M.O.D.O.K out of the way, we can shut down the Omega base. Let's go. The Menace of M.O.D.O.K completed. You got a M.O.D.O.K chip.
You did it. You stopped the Omega base. Well done.
No problem, Dugan. We stop huge mobile laboratories that are about to destroy dams all the time.
Guys, that was one for the books. There's no time to relax. Colonel Fury wants you back at Stark Tower immediately. Stay where you are, and I'll pick you up at the Quinjet.
Hey, my boy! The Ghost Rider. Fucking love
Did a
Ghost
good
Rider.
job on the Omega base team. You saved thousands of lives and billions of dollars in shield equipment.
Did the Masters of Evil steal anything other than the Super Soldier Serum?
Yes, a device known as the mutant amplifier. It magnifies a mutant's natural powers.
So what's our next move?
Until we locate Doom's base, nothing. And since all we're doing is cooling our heels, I want you to investigate a report that there's a riot taking place in Atlantis. See Wyatt Wingfoot, and he'll take you to S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Atlantis outpost. Or if you'd like more information, talk to the Black Widow.
We'll do quite a bit of stuff. We'll talk to quite a few people. So we have a cyber helmet to return to Hank Pym.
Ah, my cybernetic helmet. Thanks. I owe you one.
What's the mutant amplifier do?
The mutant amplifier vastly augments any mutant's natural power. So a psychic that can lift a book will become powerful enough to lift a bus.
That's incredible.
Yes, but it has some serious side effects. The amplifier causes damage to the DNA of any mutant it's used on.
What will Dr. Doom do with the Super Soldier Serum?
Not much. The serum's only worked on Captain America. There's something very peculiar about his physique. That, plus the doctor who originally developed it, is dead.
What if Dr. Doom uses it in its present form?
Wind up with a bunch of muscle-bound beasts, just like you saw in the Omega. They're psychotic, violent, unable to take orders. Not exactly what you'd want from an army.
Thanks, Hank.
There's no problem at all.
Of course. Hello again. How may I be of assistance?
Who is Namor?
Namor is the first known hybrid of Homo sapiens.
It's ridiculous
and
for
Homo
Reed to be
habilis,
asking this question.
humans and merpeople. He can breathe water and air, but if he's away from water too long, he will begin to weaken.
How does he feel about humans?
As with most merpeople, he has an inborn distrust of surface dwellers, and true to his belligerent nature, Namor can take his distrust to the extreme.
Who are the Atlanteans?
The Atlanteans are distant cousins to your race. Having evolved on the ocean floor, it is impossible for them to breathe air.
In what other ways do humans and merpeople differ?
Because they live in the extreme conditions of the ocean, merpeople are very hardy. They are stronger than humans, can swim up to 30 miles per hour, and live to be over 150 years of age.
Thank you, Vision.
I am glad to be of assistance.
Okay, by me.
Of course.
Let's spend some points on moves for our team. Can't get orbital attack yet. Requires level 10.
To the defeat of Doctor Doom.
We're definitely going to go to Shield Bay to Atlantis as the Fantastic Four because they have experience with Namor.
We just received a message from Namorita, the cousin of Namor. Apparently, there is a riot going on in Atlantis.
What's the cause?
Unknown, but for some reason, the Atlanteans have forcibly removed Namor from his throne.
But the Atlanteans love Namor.
Yes, which means something is seriously wrong. See Wyatt when you are ready to go to S.H.I.E.L.D.'s outpost in Atlantis.
Why would the Atlanteans attack Namor?
We do not know. He has been a fair and just ruler for many years. The people love him.
He's pretty headstrong. Maybe he finally went too far.
Perhaps. But Namor has always been kind to his people. There has to be some other explanation for this mass hysteria.
Are the Atlanteans friendly?
When merpeople and surface dwellers first met, there was quite a bit of hostility. There were even several invasion attempts.
But we're allies now, aren't we?
The relationship between our two races is lukewarm at best. The merpeople prefer to keep us at arm's distance.
How will we get to Atlantis?
Once you reach our Atlantis outpost, you will be infected with a special nanotechnology. Mr. Fantastic and Dr. Pym had a hand in developing it.
What's this technology do?
It will allow you to breathe water with no discomfort. You will also be able to move along the bottom of the ocean, as if you were moving on dry land.
Okay, that's so they don't have to make, like, scuba suits for every fucking available character. That's good. The Vision needs the decryption module.
My apologies.
I thought I already did that, but okay. Thank you for the information.
Alright.
Sure.
What did you think of the Omega, Dr. Richards?
That's quite a facility, Colonel.
Why does S.H.I.E.L.D. have an outpost near Atlantis?
S.H.I.E.L.D.'s directive is to keep the world peace. To do that, we have to monitor the activities of every major civilization.
What would the Atlanteans do if they discovered the outpost?
I'm sure they wouldn't be too happy, and that's why they aren't going to find out about it.
Any new information on the Masters of Evil?
We realize now that Doom had no intention of commandeering the helicarrier. They attacked to draw additional security forces there.
And that would leave the Omega base vulnerable.
Correct. The Omega and the experiments it held was their prime objective all along.
How's the Omega base?
Union's still trying to sort things out, but apparently the base sustained only minor damage.
Did they locate the rest of the base personnel?
Yes. They'd been locked in a cold storage unit on level 3. Aside from some minor cases of frostbite, everyone was fine. You're welcome.
Thank you, Colonel Fury. Colonel Fury. Iron Man's lab. Ooh, Ronin. By the way, that's not Clint Barton Ronin. That is Echo Ronin.
Welcome and good day to you. I am Edwin Jarvis, personal butler to Mr. Anthony Stark. This area is where Mr. Stark carries out the research and development of his Iron Man suit. As you can imagine, the body armor has become so complex that a staff of technicians is required. You may walk around and inspect the facilities. I believe you'll already find several of your compatriots here.
Yes, indeed. Who are you and how did you get in here?
The name's Jack Hammer, but you can call me Weasel. Everyone does. Yeah, and don't worry, I came in through the back. No one saw me.
What do you want?
Wyatt Wingfoot gave me a damaged laptop. Said you heroes wanted to know what data was on it.
Did you find anything out?
Yeah, that laptop holds security information for a building called the Imperium.
What's the Imperium?
I can find out, but you'll have to get me the password into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s priority files. Oh, there's 3 possibilities. Jacob Fury, Baron Strucker, or Gabriel Jones. Talk to Vision. He'll be able to help.
Okay, if we're going to be talking to frickin' to Weasel, we should probably get Deadpool on our crew.
Deadpool.
Let's see Deadpool's alternate costumes and shit. We got Ultimate. Pretty cool looking. Weapon X. And Assassin. Which just has the square things around the eye. It's more a sharper look.
Let's go, team.
Sure. Okie-doke.
Welcome, my friend. Do you require information?
What do you know about Nick Fury's brother Jacob?
I know it's a name Colonel Fury would just as soon forget. Jacob Fury was so jealous of his older brother's success that he turned to a life of crime.
There's a surprise.
Yes, and to make matters worse, the Colonel was forced to kill Jacob. So you can see why Colonel Fury does not care to dwell on that name.
What do you know about Baron Strucker?
I would suggest you talk to the Black Widow about that name.
Thank you, Vision.
I am glad to be of assistance.
Hello, Deadpool.
Black Widow, I feel we've known each other long enough that I can ask you, are you putting on weight?
Does Colonel Fury know Baron Strucker?
I would not say that name too loud. He is a leader of Hydra, and a longtime nemesis of Colonel Fury.
Do you know Gabriel Jones?
You should ask Colonel Fury about Mr. Jones.
Do you, Mr.
You are quite
Jones?
Well done on the Omega mission. Will you have the same success in Atlantis?
Do our best, Colonel Fury. Do you know someone named Gabriel Jones?
Gabe? Heck yes. He's a great guy. Back in the day, he was one of my Howling Commandos.
Was he a good soldier?
He still is. Gabe's one of my top advisors. He saved me from making serious mistakes more times than I care to remember. You're welcome.
Sure thing.
That's a big 10-4.
I do hate to impose, but if you see a cufflink somewhere in Stark Tower, could you return it to me? It was lost by Mr. Stark, and it has extreme sentimental value to him.
Alright, will do. Who are you?
My name is Edwin Jarvis, and I'm Mr. Anthony Stark's butler, as well as the butler for the Avengers.
How did you become a butler?
You could say it runs in my blood. My mother and father worked for Mr. Stark's parents.
So what you're saying is they desperately wanted an Alfred. What is Stark Tower?
It is a dream of Mr. Stark's that was 4 years in the making. The top 3 floors are his living quarters. The rest of the building houses his business interests.
Business interests? Doesn't he deal in weapons development for the government?
No, not any longer. Mr. Stark recently had a change of heart concerning that particular field of industry.
What's in this section of the tower?
This is primarily where new Iron Man suits are built for Mr. Stark.
I thought Stark designed the suits himself.
Oh, indeed he does. But as his designs have grown more and more complex, he has required assistance in manufacturing them.
Thank you, Jarvis.
It was my pleasure.
Weasel, old buddy. I haven't seen you in weeks. Where have you been hiding?
In the hospital, you stabbed me in the leg. Remember?
In case you're wondering, yes, this is the bartender from the Deadpool movie.
Oh yeah, that's right. But I had to. You were trying to eat the last cheesy puff.
It was my bag of cheesy puffs.
Well, that's not how I remember it.
Who does the laptop belong to?
It definitely belongs to the Black Widow. It's got her fingerprints all over it.
Any data from it?
For most techs, it would have been a lost cause, but for me, I managed to drag up a few tidbits of information.
What was on Black Widow's laptop?
It mostly dealt with a building called the Imperium.
The Imperium? What's that?
I don't know, but that laptop had the layout of the building and all kinds of information about the security.
Can you find out what the Imperium is?
I can, but you need to get me Fury's password into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s priority files. I bet I'll find everything you want to know.
Well, we can't ask him the password. Do you have any idea what it would be?
My sources tell me it's one of 3 possibilities. Jacob Fury, Baron Strucker, or Gabriel Jones.
So which one is it?
That's what I need you to find out. Talk to Vision. He'll be able to help.
I know what the password is. I actually really have no idea. Ultimate Alliance laptop password.
Thanks. When you get back from Atlantis, I'll have all the information you need.
Thanks, Weasel.
Sure. Anytime.
It's Black Panther.
I must admit, I find news of a S.H.I.E.L.D. outpost near Atlantis very intriguing.
Are you you're either Kevin Michael Richardson or Keith David? What's so interesting about the S.H.I.E.L.D. outposts?
Now I know the extent S.H.I.E.L.D. is willing to go to gather information on countries with closed borders.
Doesn't your country, Wakanda, have closed borders?
Indeed it does. And now I wonder if perhaps S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't have an outpost hidden there.
Why does Wakanda have closed borders?
We have the largest deposit of vibranium in the world. To open our borders would be an invitation to those who would conquer us.
People have invaded Wakanda?
Over the centuries, fools have tried. but the Black Panther is always there to stop them.
Are you concerned about Dr. Doom?
Indeed I am. Victor Von Doom has created a sizable army of supervillains.
What do you think he's up to?
I don't know, but Doom must have a truly grand scheme to risk attacks on the helicarrier and the Omega base.
Thanks, Black Panther.
You are quite welcome.
I know seeing the Super Soldier Project has raised some concerns about S.H.I.E.L.D., but let's get all the facts before we cause any trouble.
Do you think S.H.I.E.L.D. is a reputable organization?
I think S.H.I.E.L.D. has a lot to deal with, and sometimes it makes mistakes. But historically, it's done a great job of keeping the peace.
Didn't you see they were turning volunteers into monsters on the Omega base?
I saw they were testing out a new version of the Super Soldier Serum. The same type of drug that gave me my strength and agility.
You took the Super Soldier Serum?
Yes. During World War II, I volunteered for Operation Rebirth. It was a program for creating physically superior soldiers.
What happened?
I exceeded their expectations. Unfortunately, Dr. Erskine, the man who developed the drugs, was killed, and no one's been able to recreate his work.
Do you think Black Widow's up to something?
I have to admit, things sound kind of suspicious. Like, why was she carrying that laptop during the attack on the helicarrier?
So you think she's... Well, we know she's a spy. So you think she's a spy?
No. I'd need a lot more evidence before I'd say something like that about the Black Widow.
Well, she has a history, but fair enough. Thanks, Captain.
Anytime, friend.
No, Cap called his friend.
The Black Widow is up to something, I just know it. Did you see how nervous she was on the helicarrier?
Is the Black Widow working for Dr. Doom?
Sure looks like it. She must have been trying to get that laptop to the enemy during the helicarrier battle.
So you think she wants information on the Imperium?
Yes. That laptop shows all security systems for the building. And from the looks of those systems, the Imperium must hold something valuable.
Did you tell Colonel Fury about the Black Widow?
Not yet. She's his second in command. We're going to need some pretty strong evidence to shake Fury's faith in her.
You really think he'd need more evidence?
Yes. Colonel Fury's trust doesn't come easily, and once given, it's nearly impossible to break.
Could emotions be clouding your judgment towards the Black Widow?
Okay, so Daredevil and I were close several years back. And the Black Widow and Daredevil were close not so long ago.
So maybe you're just jealous of her.
No, I'm not. I'm long over Daredevil. If he can find happiness with the Black Widow, I wish them both the best.
Thanks, Elektra.
You're welcome.
I can't imagine anyone putting up with Deadpool.
Stark towers of beauty, isn't she? I consider her one of my greatest achievements.
Thanks for letting us use Stark Tower as a headquarters.
No problem. Our little task force needed a base, so it seemed like the thing to do.
Tower must have cost a fortune to build.
I wasn't worried about the cost. That is, until S.H.I.E.L.D. and I had our little disagreement.
Had trouble with S.H.I.E.L.D.?
More like they had trouble with me. I wanted out of the weapons business. I can't tell you how many breach of contract suits they filed.
They sued you?
That was just the beginning. Suddenly I had trouble getting building permits, filing patents. Don't get me started on how my taxes changed.
Why did you want out of weapons development?
I'm not sure exactly. One morning I realized I needed to do more than just amass wealth. I wanted to help people, and weapons aren't that helpful.
The weapons development was earning you billions.
You really don't need that many billions to get by. No, my life's taking a new course. I want to be remembered for helping lives, not destroying them.
Thanks, Iron Man.
Anytime, my friend. Anytime at all.
Iron Man Simulator. We'll be doing the comic missions at the start of the next episode, actually. All the ones you've accrued thus far. Because we will need the simulator computer to even attempt them.
Has Tony Stark got it made or what? He's rich, he's a genius, and to top it all off, he's got the perfect mustache.
You seem a little tense.
Gee, I can't see why. Dr. Doom's in control of an army of supervillains, and the Black Widow is working for him.
It's not that bad.
Are you off your meds? The only thing that would make this worse is if the Earth were destroyed to make way for an intergalactic highway.
Oh, Hitchhiker's Guide? Do you really think the Black Widow's a traitor?
Of course she is. Hey, I've been at the superhero game long enough to know that the hot chicks always turn evil. Probably because evil pays better.
Why don't you tell Colonel Fury about her? And, you've just described literally every woman in comic books, Pete. With the possible exception of Aunt May, depending on who's drawing it.
If one of Nick's little S.H.I.E.L.D. agents is turned to the dark side, then Nicky'll have to figure it out for himself.
It's your responsibility to tell Colonel Fury about the Black Widow.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. You have great power, and with great power, there must also come...
If you finish that sentence, I'm gonna put so much web in your hair, you'll have to shave your head.
I don't have hair. Haha. Well, Wade doesn't have hair. I have hair. Thanks, Spider-Man.
Sure.
So we gotta find a cufflink. Ultimate Iron Man suit. Ooh. A lizard simulator, okay. There should also be a Black Panther action figure. The goal of both the Daredevil and Black Panther action figures is there's 5 of each. I think there's 5 Daredevils, maybe 10 Black Panthers. Collect them all, you unlock the character. I've already unlocked the character because of the mods, but it wouldn't hurt to find these action figures anyway. Logan's up here.
I've heard people complaining about S.H.I.E.L.D. since we got back from the Omega. I'm telling you, it's gotta stop.
Okay, you have nothing to say about Wade Wilson. Alright. Do you trust S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I trust Nick Fury. He's pulled my fat out of the fire more times than I can remember.
What about the experiments on Omega?
Look, Fury does what he has to keep the world safe. He ain't always got the luxury of playing by the rules.
You trust the Black Widow?
I've known her for a while. She's always been good in a fight. And Fury trusts her.
What about the information Weasel found on her laptop?
Unless that meathead Weasel comes up with better evidence, I ain't believing nothing against the Black Widow.
You're pretty loyal to Fury.
Of course I am. He's been loyal to me. After all the trouble I had with the Hand recently, I owe Fury my life 12 times over.
What happened with the Hand?
Let's just say that evil bunch of psychos got hold of me and turned me into their assassin. It caused a lot of people a lot of pain. But Fury helped me out, kept me alive. And I'll never forget that.
Thanks, Wolverine.
Sure thing, bub.
Don't call me bub. Okay, we gotta find a cufflink and an action figure, and I'm gonna come in here as a few villains and really cause some fucking anger. I can be a bit of a dick sometimes. I'm just curious how people will react to a few of their worst enemies just casually rolling up.
Venom.
Take a look at this power loadout. Oh, just so you know, his costumes. Marvel Knights. I think that's his Mac Gargan costume. Thunderbolts. Also Mac Gargan. And Ultimate. We're going to keep it in Classic for now.
Dr. Doom.
Yeah, he's shaking his fist in rage. Wonder if they programmed any... Because he's from the Xbox DLC. Wonder if they have any reactions programmed in. Secret Wars. That's not that. That doesn't look that good. I like the cape. Kristoff. Just looks like you bought a Doom action figure secondhand and was missing a lot of shit. And Ultimate. Why the fuck does he have goat legs?
Sabretooth.
And Sabretooth. Gotta love Sabretooth. He's got modern costume, Age of Apocalypse costume, and original costume. Gonna keep it as ultimate, I think.
Just follow my lead and we'll do fine.
Let's talk to the fucking heroes as these characters and see what happens.
Let's do it.
Very well.
Sure. Why not?
Very well.
Well done on the Omega mission. You're welcome.
So he has no reaction to Dr. Doom. Cool.
Do you need something else? You're welcome.
Greetings. Welcome back. You are quite...
There's a cufflink.
Could I ask a big favor of you?
Sure, what do you need?
Would you ask Dr. Pym if he could take a look at the Quinjet's data feed to Stark Tower? It cuts out every once in a while.
I'll let him know. Can the Quinjet make it to Atlantis?
Are you kidding? Mr. Stark built this jet as tough as they come.
But can it get us to S.H.I.E.L.D.'s underwater outpost?
No problem. She's completely submersible.
Thank you, Wyatt
Anytime
Wingfoot.
at all, friend.
Yeah, Wyatt Wingfoot's calling Dr. Goddamn Doom, friend. There's also a portal. The mod added a portal to the X Mansion, which we'll investigate later.
Welcome, my friend. I am...
Right, I wanted to ask Hank Pym, not the Vision.
Hi, it's good to see you. Do you need something?
Wyatt needs you to look at the data feed.
Ah, that's right. The Quinjet's comm line to the Stark Tower was cutting out. I'll take care of that right away.
Thank you, Hank.
Ah, it was no problem at all.
Let's see how they're going to react to some of these people we brought. Sabretooth. First, let's have Sabretooth talk to Wolverine.
Hey, bub. What's up?
Hi, Wolverine. Nothing. That was disappointing. That was extremely disappointing. Okay.
Sure. Why not?
I concur.
Ah, splendid. You located the missing cufflink. It was a gift from Miss Virginia Potts when she had been Mr. Stark's secretary. It was my pleasure.
Hi, what's new? Anytime.
He has no response.
Hello, my friend.
T'Challa just treats this as normal.
Sure. Why not?
Surely Spider-Man has some reaction to Venom.
Have you seen the view from this place? It's fantastic. All I can see is the back of a pizzeria from where I live. Sure.
I have no objections.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Iron Man.
Anytime, my friend.
What can I do for you? You're welcome.
Yeah, next time we'll get shit. Get out of my way, please. I am Dr. Doom. Next time we're going to run some simulations, and all that fun shit, and probably continue on with going to Atlantis and starting it as the Fantastic Four, because they know the Atlanteans. Namor came from the Fantastic Four books originally. No, Namor predates the Fantastic Four by a large margin. Namor did fight the Fantastic Four a lot in the early back when he integrated into the larger Marvel universe. Because Namor, the Submariner. Well, we saw in the quiz he had a thing for Sue Storm. He's been a more Fantastic Four villain than a hero at the beginning. Hell, Namorita and Namora at various times were both members of the Fantastic Four. But for now, I'm M.O.D.O.K. See, and thank you for joining me for another episode of the 10th Anniversary Let's Play. Ciao! Hi! Thanks for watching. This has been played and recorded by me, M.O.D.O.K. The art was by Rafael Agrona. You can find a link to their commission page in the description below. And if you like this video and want to see more like it, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you all next time. Ciao!